I'm Jeff Monson. I was born in the United States. I'm an MMA fighter, and I've been doing it for 20 years. I'm two-time world champion, Abu Dhabi, ADCC champion. Now I'm living in Russia. I'm in Krasnogorsk Duma, and my goal is to be in the State Duma in Russia. And my life has changed. My life was about only sports, but now it's about trying to help people. The most surprising story that happened to me in Russia is also a very emotional story. I was fighting in Penza maybe 3 years ago, and I had to stay there 3 weeks. And the promoter wasn't very honest. Every day he was bringing me to a different event, and he was getting paid money. I was given interviews every day. I kind of explained, hey, look, the promoter's making money off me doing these events, but you know what, it's okay because I'm enjoying it so much, okay, but it's very hard for me to be here right now because my mother in Seattle is very sick with cancer in USA, and so I want to be home. And so the next day, very old man came hobbling up to me. He said, Jeff. He goes, I made this. And he made a religious icon of Mary with baby Jesus, and he put glass on it and made it very beautiful, very beautiful. And he said, this is for your mom. He goes, you may not understand this, but I don't know you, I don't know your mother, but believe me when I tell you I love your mother. I have love in my heart for your mother. And tell her from Russia with love. And this is so amazing, it makes me cry. This is the most amazing thing. And this to me was the Russian soul. People ask me, what is it? This was the Russian soul. This is why I love Russia. This is why I love the people here. And this amazing man typified everything I love about Russia. And so I give this to my mom before she died. I first came to Russia in 2011 when I had a fight with Fedor Emelianenko. That was the main stage of Moscow. President Putin was there. Everybody was there in the Olympic Stadium. And it was a big event, Fedor's homecoming. He hadn't fought in Russia in 8 years. So the fight didn't go well for me. I lost the decision. Broke my leg, many problems, but it was a good fight in the way that I showed some courage and continued to fight even though I broke my leg. Even President Putin talked to me about it afterwards and said, you have the Russian spirit. I think that led to me coming here more often. I had started having more fights and winning fights and having master classes and appearances. The mayor of the city of Krasnogorsk, he invited me to come to Krasnogorsk. Said, Jeff, I love children, I love wrestling, I love what you do. We'll open a school and we'll make it free for children here in the city if you want to come. The offer was too good to refuse. I got this proposition maybe a little less than a year ago. It took time to get the Moscow or get the Russian passport and get settled, find a place, find this place to have a school and get things set up. So I've been here about 6 months now. My life in Russia has been about experiencing Russia and falling in love with Russia and getting to know the people in Russia. Now my life in Russia is about serving other people in Russia. The very famous Russian writer Leo Tolstoy, who's my favorite writer, quoted, he said, the sole purpose of living is to serve humanity. And I want to live by this statement. My career now is working as a deputy in the city of Krasnogorsk, doing some political ambitions I have, especially working with children, working with people in groups that have lost their apartments due to some construction builders leaving before they finish the construction and leaving them with big bills, and also working with pensioners and homeless. The reason I wanted to be in politics was I want to make changes. And so this is where we meet, this is where it all happens. We're representing the people of Krasnogorsk. So it's very important that all the people can understand this is not behind a closed in secret. The media here, anybody from the city, any citizen who wants to come in and listen to what we're talking about, what we're deciding, is welcome to come here and speak if they want to speak. The Duma here, at least what I've seen, we have many women. The leader of my social group is a woman. Many people from all walks of life are coming here, and our salary is nothing. It's 3,000 rubles a month, $45 a month. It's nothing. So these people in the Krasnogorsk Duma are doing this only because they have the heart to try to help other people. And so I'm meeting a lot of like-minded people, a lot of people who want to help other people. Also, once a month, we want to start having master class, free for all of Krasnogorsk, and there'll be social activity. Free, all. It's like free. I go. I'll be there. I'll run it. Yes, I am a communist, like absolutely libertarian communist. When I became a fighter, I was able to travel, and I traveled all over the world. I fought in Rio de Janeiro, and I won the fight, and it was at night. We came back, we had a big party close to my hotel again, and there was a woman on a cardboard mat, and she had a young child with her, a boy who was maybe 2, and a young daughter who was maybe 7 or 8. They were sitting there, and the daughter came up to me and asked for a Rio, which at that time was about 30 American cents, not even enough to buy a cup of coffee. And I was like in tears. I was like, I was going to my 4 or 5 star hotel, beautiful hotel, and there was a woman with 2 children who, these children had never done anything wrong. They'd never done anything wrong. I was like, what did I do to deserve this? And what did they do to be in such poverty? That one moment changed my life, because now I realize this isn't fair. Something's gotta, I want to make a difference. This is the main gym in Krasnogorsk. Here we have a lot of things. We have basketball, dancing, running, ping pong, wrestling, judo, football even here. Our academy, like how we have the jiu-jitsu part that I teach, and we have 3 classes. We have the small kids class, the bigger kids class, and the adult class. This is a 3 to 6-year-old sports activity class. Not any particular sport, just exercise and having fun. I know they're running. So it's for fun and for exercise. Obviously the young class, you're not going to teach kids a lot of jiu-jitsu that young, 3, 4, 5, 6 years old. You're going to teach them sport. You're going to teach them cooperation, discipline, listening. You're going to make them run around and roll and feel good about their bodies, learn how to explore, how to be active. Also, the older kids will learn, more technique, but also some sports skills like strength, conditioning, this kind of stuff that are important. But the whole idea is to develop a good self-worth. I'm doing sport, I'm doing activities, I'm getting exercise, I feel good about myself, I'm healthy, I'm in school, I'm learning, but I'm coming here now, I'm doing activities that make my body strong. And I teach the 8:30 adult jiu-jitsu class. Jiu-jitsu is getting bigger and bigger and bigger, especially with UFC and fighting becoming more popular in Russia, and jiu-jitsu is obviously a big part of that. So a lot of people come here for that, and some people come because they want Jeff Monson to teach, but they wouldn't come if they didn't like or want to learn about jiu-jitsu. So that's the main pull. When I break him down, here, it will always be here. I grab here. Сейчас. Я. Regular people come in. Some are want to be do jiu-jitsu matches, but most just are regular people who want to exercise. Don't want to go to the gym and be on the exercise bike or the treadmill. Boring. They want to do something. They want to learn. I mean, it's learning. You're learning how to defend yourself. You're learning jiu-jitsu. You're learning a very popular, very exciting martial art. And you're exercising at the same time. And you're pushing yourself. You're learning new things and pushing yourself against someone trying to armbar you, doing some submission or position on you. And you're trying to defend yourself and do the same for them. So it's You're challenging yourself, and that your opponent's challenging you. Young kids ask me, how do I become a champion? How do I become this? And I say to them the same thing, is like, you're gonna lose. You're gonna lose many times. You're gonna hit rock bottom. People are gonna think you're not good. And this happened to me. When I was a kid, I lost all the time. I was in tears all the time. Every time I lost, I cried. I lost at every sporting event. Sometimes I won, but many times I lost. But it just made me not want to lose so much that I just tried harder and harder. And I learned from my mistakes, and I was very lucky. I ran into the right people with sports, an American top team. I was very lucky that I fought Fedor. And even though I lost, that some people in Russia saw me and they said, hey, we want you to come fight some more. And I was successful, and then once you do a master class, we want you to do an appearance, and everything just kind of connected. I want you to be on Dancer with the Stars, I want you to do this. A lot of this is just luck, you know, but luck doesn't happen if you give up. Like, then you're finished. So as long as you keep moving forward and keep trying, when you fail, then eventually these lucky opportunities will come your way. Family is very important to me. You know, I have a son in medical school in the United States, and an older daughter who's graduating from university and going to go into psychology like I did. I'm going for a doctorate degree, and I have an 8-year-old in Florida. Family means a lot to me. It's important I go visit them like every month. But you know, in Russia I have a daughter, Yesenia, who's 5 months old. It's magic, because I thought, you know, my days of being a dad for a young child were over. It's really a miracle. I met her mom 4 years ago, and I was out doing karaoke, believe it or not, after an event. And she came up to me and we danced, and she spoke, I don't even think she could say the word hi in English. So many months of our relationship, I just, you know, text in like with a translator, and she translated back and forth. So, and that was until she learned English, you know, fairly well, better than my Russian. I know some Russian. Jenna's originally from Bryansk. She was working at the mall, like working with jewelry and stuff, but now she's just managed me full time. This is Concept Fitness. It's in Krasnogorsk, and it's one of 2 like fitness gyms, lifting gyms. So when you train now, in the old days, like when Fedor was like starting out and like Pride champion, they didn't really lift weights. They just like practiced fighting, and they were very good conditioning. But now, with like MMA is a pretty new sport, and so now everybody's incorporating like all fitness, strength, power, conditioning, as well as technique. You have to have it all. Being a fighter, being like jiu-jitsu, it's important to do real weights. So all the time I do exercises with like kettlebells. I'm up, smash, smash, smash. So the reason I do the free weights, the dumbbells, is because this is real life, okay? I can't go to a bar and do this. Like this, it'll make my chest strong, and maybe I want to look nice on the beach for the girls. But for weight, if we're fighting, if we're training, like this does me no good. This does me no good. I have to be able to move, to push, to pull, to like move my body.
How heavy are these actually?
This is 28 kilos.
28 kilos?
28 kilos.
Okay, and you can take 2 of them actually.
Oh, of course, yeah. But okay. It goes up to 50 kilos.
Right.
Up here.
Okay, no problem with that.
No problem. I mean, it's a little problem. You wanna have a strong core and strong hips, strong legs. Everything, when I fight, everything's from here. If my arms are strong, but my core is weak and my legs are weak, I can't get any power on my punch. I can't shoot like powerfully. So everything's from here. So with the kettlebell, we do these. We do the kettlebell pulls, and this is 64 kilos. Where I'm like forcing and jerking myself. So it's like functional, not like slow repetitions, but actually power. I use my power and I use my own weight. And using this kind of exercise is safe too, because I'm not using big heavy weights that I can drop on myself. I'm controlling the movement because it's just my body weight. I learned this one in Florida with at the Institute of Human Performance. And this is one of my favorite exercises. So we have a sandbag filled with sand. And remember how we're talking about functional. Like this is not functional, it's not real. This is real. So this is like an opponent, I'm gonna use my entire body. So I come in, I grab, pull, put like a generalization. I do a body for upper body, like a pull, a press, this with the dumbbells. I do an exploding exercise, the dumbbell or like a kettlebell. And I'll always do like a leg exercise for this. But I always start off with the first thing I did, reverse hydro curls for my low back, which is more because that gets blood into my back and makes my back strong. And now when I go do training, I'm not gonna injure it because I have blood in there, it's warmed up, I'm ready to go. So this whole workout, maybe it takes me 1 hour and 15 minutes, that's it. My body and my mind want to be finished with sport because my body, as you can see how I'm like, my body's very beat up. My mind is ready for new challenges, but my heart like doesn't want to give it up. So in April, I'm gonna do a fight either in Russia or Japan. And then next December is gonna be the World Jiu-Jitsu Championships in California, USA. And I'm definitely gonna do that. Then I can say, my mind says that will be it finished, so we'll see. So here's where I can do some jiu-jitsu with my friends or my training partners here. Or now we have the bag as well, short exercise on this. And what I usually do is I'll do 3, 4, 5 rounds on the bag. Kids, boom, 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 boom. Use these MMA, like hard, like 3 minutes, which is around 3 minutes, 1 minute rest, 3 minutes, 1 minute rest, and I'll start maybe 3 rounds, and as I get in shape, closer to the fight, I'll work my up to 5 rounds. But it's a little technical, but it's really for cardio. I'm just looking to like use as much energy as I can and get a good cardio burst. So when I'm done, I feel like I've been in a fight. Jesus said, I give you these 2 commandments. Love your Lord God above all else with all your heart and all your strength and all your soul and with all your might, and love your neighbor as I have loved you. It's a reminder for me and I had this actually done in Russia, believe it or not. It doesn't matter what religion you are. Love God, love everyone else so much that you would die for them. So if you follow these 2 commandments, like there's no war, there's no poverty, there's no corruption, there's no evil in the world. To me, this is all I need to know about religion. Obviously I'm covered all over. I have 3 types of tattoos. I'd say one is family. I have daughter's tattoo of her handprints, my other daughter's footprints on her, so these are like family. It means something to me. Then I have tattoos that are political, obviously like freedom, solidarity in Russia, communist star on my back, some against capitalism tattoos. And then I have some that are only for fun. As you can see, I'm not so concerned about my apparel or spending a lot of money on clothes and this and that, but my tattoos are always with me. So I like how they look. I like how they look on other people. I like how they look on me. And if they have some special meaning, then even the better. This is the Central Park in Krasnogorsk. So the administration building is right here. One of the little malls is here. But right behind, and this is why I like Krasnogorsk, because it really reminds me of my home city in Seattle in USA. Sure, there's population, there's people and buildings, but all surrounded by trees and forests, and like it's peaceful here. I have an apartment. It's a government apartment. It's where like government officials are. It's small, just like a little one bedroom. But I've purchased another apartment that I'm paying on now, and so it'll be finished hopefully by the start of the new year, and have a little bit more room for the baby. My daughter was born in Krasnogorsk 5 months ago on the 18th of June, just in the hospital, maybe 2 kilometers from here. So yeah, she's a resident as well. Yeah, if I live long enough to get old, it'll definitely be in Russia. I have these dreams of, I have a little place in Tumen, like right on a little lake. And you know, my dream is to be on a rug, like in the winter with the fire going, and just be relaxed and with no worries, and walk outside, maybe go in the banya, go in the snow, come back inside and eat. It's like real peace. But I don't know if this is real, because like in my mind, I'm always thinking, I need to help these people, I need to travel here, I need to visit my children, I need to do this. So I think I think this will only just be a dream. So this is the mall, Krasnogorsk. I come here a lot because it's cold, it's winter, and when I want to stroll with my daughter, and it's right next to the administration building, so when I do my deputy duties, I can come here and push my daughter around. And they got 2 toy stores up on the top level, and I always find something interesting, new toy for her to play with. So yeah, it's enjoyable to come here, and I see a lot of people here that I recognize or recognize me, so it's a good place to come. In Krasnogorsk, I come to the same places all the time, and I get to know some of the people here, so I like that. My job is to be a deputy, my job is to be a sportsman, so that's just part of the job. And like, but I take it, you know, like it's not taking a photo with someone or hanging, like talking to someone I mean, it's real. These people want to say hi and get to know you, so it's like a interaction. It just makes it easy to interact with people when people come up to you, and usually people always say something interesting about themselves, like, oh, I have a child, I saw that you have a daughter too, or something like this. So it's, you see like some kind of connection you have with something. So it makes it interesting for me.
Do you get more attention in America or in Russia?
Oh, Russia for sure. Because in America, I'm an American. In America, there's like 1 million fighters. In Russia, there's a lot of fighters, but there's not very many foreign people who come to Russia, like embrace Russia, like love Russia, make Russia their home. You know, I've had to work very hard. And some of it's been absolute luck. Many people helping me out and giving me opportunities, and now it's my turn to give some of these opportunities back. The regrets I have in all this crazy life, starting, you know, with fighting and being able to travel and being in Russia, is just spending more time with my children. My 2 older kids, I was gone a lot, and that's why now my 8-year-old daughter, it's important for me to go every month and see her. I'm here experiencing and trying to help people, and I want her to see this. I want her to understand why I'm gone and understand like it's important, but I want her to be a part of it too. I want her to like experience what I see here. My body's broken almost completely, and I'm in pain every day. I wouldn't trade it for anything. When I look in the mirror and self, like I know I gave all I had. I didn't hold back. Inside my soul, like and all these memories I have in my head, and all these good times and all these bad times, it's still living. Bad times is better than no times. Bad times is still, you're experiencing something, you know, maybe sadness or pain, but you're feeling something. It's better than feeling nothing. But I've had a lot of good times too, and I've had a lot of opportunities to meet a lot of great people. And without this sacrifice, without breaking my body down, without trying so hard and doing all this, it never would have happened. So I pay for it every day, but it's worth the price.